we're finally gonna do a little crafting on AmandaKCrafts. So, been really excited about my planner, so I've been doing a lot on the channel about that. But I am also excited about another YouTuber, which I have shared her videos before. Her name is MayMay, and she has a YouTube channel called MayMay Made It. She has a Facebook group called MayMay Made It, and so did I. She makes these beautiful stamps. This one is her Define Emotion set, which will be used in the Thankful, which is basically the word, how it's said, and the definition. And then this is Pumpkinhead. Now this is more of a Halloween type set because you have the pumpkin and then you have all the bits that you can make his little face. Well, I'm going to use him as a Thanksgiving pumpkin, and we're going to do a Thanksgiving card today, as you can probably tell by the title of the video. I also bought MayMay's acrylic block, the round one, and it's awesome. I love it. You will also see me use more traditional stamps and things like that. I'm also going to be using the Natural Basic paper with glitter, Crafted Vintage Glam by Recollections. It's 36 sheets. I got this at Michael's, and I want to say it was 60% off. So, give me a quick flip through here. Lots of pretty papers. Okay, keep going. Oop, that one's cool. Okay, so that's really nice. I'm going to be using my Cricut paper trimmer that I have destroyed because, like I told you guys, I'm rough on everything. And then I also have my We Are Memory Keepers gift box punch board, but I'm using it for the scoring line to score my card base and this guy because I do not have a score buddy or Martha Stewart scoreboard or anything like that. I kind of just wing it. So first, oh, and we're going to be using some Recollections neutral cardstock. This is a 65-pound cardstock. If you do use a darker color card base, you want to put some kind of white paper in there so that you can write your note to the recipient. So I'm going to get all this stuff open and we're going to start going here. I also have my Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue with the pen tip and the broad tip. And then I'm one of those crafters that, yeah, I could spend $12 on VersaFine, or I could spend, you know, $7 minus a coupon on Memento. But when I'm first trying out stuff, I tend to go cheap and see what I like. So I have a pigment ink, and you heard another ink pad over here, a Studio G pigment ink that doesn't even have a color on it. Nope. It's just like a silvery, it's a weird silvery color. And then I was at Target at the one spot and they had 3 of them. 3 ink pads for $3. I mean, they're not going to be great quality. They're going to be, you know, get by, whatever. But I thought for $3, you know what? I can give it a try. And if they stink, I can give them to my kids and they can play with them. And then I can go get me the really good ones. But I do like this one. It's just a few dollars. This is the pigment ink from CraftSmart, which is the Michael's store's name brand. Oops, I'm holding it upside down. It is acid free. It can be used with embossing powder. It does stay wet for a little bit longer, so you need to let it dry before you go touching it and stuff. And let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make this a top folding card. So I'm gonna cut my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper in half. Give us a 4.5 by 11. This is my scrap. It's not really scrap, it's technically another card base, so I'm going to set that aside. Alright, so now this is where my little things get a little catastrophied, if that's even a word. So basically, what I do is I measure down to this part. I believe this is A2. I don't remember measuring measurements that much. So what I do is I give myself a little bit of a little, I don't know, notch, so that I can figure out where to score this bugger on here, because this is not for scoring cars. This is for scoring for making boxes. If you guys want to see how I make boxes, great. Now let's pray that I was not crooked. I was crooked. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Okay. So this is going to be my card base. And opens like so. Excuse me. And what I think I'll do here is I'm going to trim that little hang and do off. I need to get a new paper trimmer because this one honestly drives me absolutely crazy. I bought it for, I want to say it was for one of my kids' school projects, and it was literally just to make their project, because I was cutting so much paper, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a new one for Christmas. Maybe I'll get like a Fiskars or a rotary or something like that. Ooh, maybe I can ask my husband for a Fiskars rotary cutter paper trimmer, and then a Martha Stewart scoreboard. That would be nice. So I am just going to use this as a bone folder from We Are Memory Keepers gift box punch board. Alright, so that looks a lot better. Yep, that looks a lot better. Okay, so on here, this is going to be for inside the card, and I'm also going to use it as, nope, I'm just going to use it inside the card, so we'll get to that later. I'm probably going to use it as a stamp off as well, because I want to make sure I get my stamp right. And then I think I'm going to use this as my first layer. And then I'm kind of conflicted. I don't know if I want that to be my, no. This is going to be my second layer. I'm obsessed with plaid. I told you guys this, right? So then what we're going to do is we are going to trim this down to have a tiny border here, trim this down to have a thicker border here so we get that beautiful glitter. And then this guy is going to be where I stamp my pumpkin. And I'm going to fussy cut him out. And I will be back with you as soon as all those cuts are made and we're ready to start assembling and doing a sentiment and things like that. Okay, so I'll be back, guys. Give me just a few minutes. Okay, so I have my papers trimmed and everything ready to go. So just to show you what I kind of did, a recap here. This is for the inside for you to write your bits on. So it's a lighter color so you can write on it. And then I changed my idea a little bit once I was cutting my papers because I really wanted more of this gold to show. So I cut that one, and that is at 4 by 5 1/4 because the card base is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I cut this little guy, and he is 5 1/4, and I think 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. So you get this cute little vertical plaid banner to go with this very round kind of fluid glittery in the background. I cut this strip just wide enough for my stamp so I can stamp it several times till I get a good impression, and then I left this one whole because it's going to be my pumpkin. I am also going to probably stamp the darker solid leaves up on the top in the black as well. So I'm gonna get to stamping here. We're gonna start with our sentiment. I'm gonna set this all aside. I have a cut mat, so I just have to find it. I don't know where I put it right now, and I wanted to get this up because I've been doing so much planner stuff. So again, I'm using MayMay stamp set Define Emotions. These are photopolymer. I don't stick the doohickey to the plastic. I did. So these are photopolymer. They're amazing, amazing quality. I will link her Etsy shop below. But basically, some of the ones that I've looked at stores and stuff, they have way too much give to them. These guys are awesome. They clean really nicely and everything like that. So as you can see, I made it just big enough for my sentiment. Drop the block on there and open my ink pad. Hopefully I do not get completely covered in black today. And what this says is thankful. And then it has how to say it. And then it says expressing gratitude for someone or something well pleased. So because we're using this card as a Thanksgiving card, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it. And I'm gonna try and get it straight. I am not sitting over the top of this, so yeah. Have practiced a little, but I think I just smushed that into my pad too much. I did. Look at that. Look at that mess. I need a piece of scrap. Yep, this will have to work because that was a mess. Well, it's not that bad. That'll be a mess to clean up, but okay. So I'm just gonna go back to my ink pad again. Try and get this guy. I wish I had found my cutting mat because oh my goodness, it'd be so much easier to get this thing straight. Give it just a little wiggle. We're not doing any kind of like crazy chest compressions or anything like that. I always miss this one bottom corner. So yay, it came out pretty well. That makes me so happy, guys. You have no idea. Big issue though, I don't have anything to clean my stamp with. I forgot to grab one, so yep, microfiber towel it is. I just have a microfiber towel. I will, yeah. I don't care if my stamps get stained a little bit. I know some people do. You know, oh well. It's one of those moments, and I always give myself extra room to mess up. So let me just close this so we don't get any drying. Basically, all I'm going to do is grab my paper trimmer and cut this guy off. Oops, sorry. And then he is going to go up there, kind of overlapping that bit. So now that we're all stamped there, let's move that one aside. Now I'm going to pull out my pumpkin head stamp. And let's get to stamping some pumpkins. I have not primed this stamp set. I have not used it. I believe MayMay said that these size, if they're existing stamps in her shop, they're $11.99, and if they're new stamps, like starting with her new winter collection, they're $12.99. And then these smaller sets are $7.99. So, come here, you. And I store them back in the packaging that they came in. So, again, it's photopolymer. Oh. So I'm just gonna set my pumpkin guy down. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna stamp him a couple of times. I'm going to rock him on the back of my hand just in case there's some sizing on there. I mean, you don't really have to, but here's the thing with photopolymer. You can see when the ink goes on there. See? So that's really nice. So I'm going to start down here. Give it a little zhuzh here. Perfect. So I don't have to stamp him again. Yay! I like it when I get a good impression on the first shot. That's not normal for me. I normally screw it up 3 times. But I think I'm getting better at stamping. I have been practicing. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you just saw a bunch of cards that I did for work that we sent out to our customers and for Halloween, which was really nice. So, do you want 1 or 2 of those? I think I just want 1. Oh my gosh. Fiddly little guy. Now watch this. I'm gonna mess this bit up. So again, a little bit of ink. I guess I could have stamped that in gold and tried that gold ink, but let's see. No, I don't like him over there. He's gonna have to go right in here. If I didn't smear him. I didn't, yay! Like I said, MayMay stamps are awesome. If you haven't been to her Etsy shop, definitely go check it out. It's really, it's really good value, guys. I mean, if you've been to Michael's or Joann's or anywhere like that and you've seen stamp sets, I mean, you know they're more expensive than that for that many stamps. I mean, think about like the little gingerbread guys you can do for Christmas and all that kind of stuff too. So I am going to fussy cut this guy out and trim that guy off, and I will be back in just a moment to glue everything together. So I trimmed this guy down and I fussy cut this pumpkin out, and then I was like, oh no, it's too close to similar colors. So I took the same cardstock I used for the card base and used my adhesive to quickly pop him down, and then I cut around the edge of him to give him a little border so he stands out. So let's get this thing assembled, shall we? First thing I'm going to do is use my tape runner and run some tape on this guy because I don't want to have any dry time. I always give a little extra on the corners. Now we can put our sentiment in here. I'm probably just going to stamp another pumpkin and leave it at that. So now this one needs to go down, and I'm just going to use my roller adhesive for that one as well. Just a little bit closer in the corner. Okay. Again, line this guy up, leaving about 1/8 of an inch of a border. And if it comes out crooked, guys, I am not over the top of this thing, so, and this is permanent adhesive. Yep, I'm a little far away from that side, but it'll be okay. And because this has got that glitter on it, it's not really coming off, it's like sealed in there, which is good. But I think I'm going to use my Tombow here. So because, like I said, this has got that glitter on it, I just want to make sure that it glues down really well. And Tombow, for all my planner people out there, this is a permanent or removable bond. So for a removable bond, you apply the glue, allow it to completely dry, position the paper, and remove and reposition as needed. For a permanent bond, moderately apply the glue and attach while still wet. So if you're somebody that likes to do scrapbook paper in your planners, but you want the repositionability of maybe a repositionable sticker, Tombow model will work for you, as you can let it completely dry on here and then it would be a removable adhesive. So let's line this bad boy up and right about there. Now these guys here, I want to use pop dots for, and I have these adhesive foam dots from Studio G. There's 100 of them, and they were, I don't remember, I got them at Michael's. So this is, my craft stuff is like different than my planner stuff. Like if I hauled everything I have, like I'd be here for days. So I don't know if I want to pop him or if I want to use my mounting tape for him. These are, yeah, these are like super thick. I don't know if you can see how thick those are. But what's really cool is, yeah, there's 100 dots in here, but all this little extra stuff, if you're a bargainy crafter like I am, which I just pulled the backer off that one, and that one, look at there. So yeah, you save a little money with Studio G, but stuff can happen. So, anywho, I'm gonna flip this guy over. Oh, see, that one came out fine. But you can use the little extra pieces and cut them apart with your scissors and get the same effect as the pre-cut pop dots. I wonder if 2 is going to be enough. It should be. So I'm just going to put him right around there, as straight as I can. And then, do I want that popped? I don't know. I think it'd be cool if that was the only like really dimensional thing. And yeah, I need another pop dot under there. So if it's already down like this, you just kind of take off the 2 backers. And then like this side's like way not the way I want it to. Slide it under there and smoosh. There we go. That's better. Well, I know for next time, I'm going to take 3. Should I move it down more like this? put it back up here. And I think I'm gonna pop that up with mounting tape. Let me grab my mounting. I'm like a frugal, hunt the best deal I can. This is mounting tape. I got it at Goodwill for $1.49. I grabbed 2 packs of it. There is 5.5 yards of 3/4 inch double stick foam tape. Now, this isn't hardware. I don't know why Goodwill had it, but its application is not for paper crafting. So, if you're making something that you want to keep around for a while, I wouldn't use this. But as a card, most people don't keep them too terribly long, so I'm not really worried about the acid free. So, and it'll hold up to 2 pounds, so I don't have to worry about it falling apart in the mail. So, cards are disposable, and I know that everybody puts great love and care into them, but as you see, this is a little bit thinner than the Pop Dots, so it'll be perfect for that thankful. And it is sticky. So I need about that much. Off like so. Look at there. No $7 mounting tape for cards. So now we pull that backer off. Well, make sure it's good. Good and stuck. This is where having a craft pick will come in handy. But I don't have one. Alright. I think I just smushed my finger in that. Oh well. And there it is. There's the front of the card. This has the dimension on it. I've got my glitter paper. So all I'm going to do now is stamp a pumpkin here and call it good. And there will be pictures at the end of the video. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will try and include everything that I used in the down bar. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.